Welcome to Phil Wilson Chats with Celebrities. And here's your host, Phil Wilson.
Love You Right is the follow-up single to Amber May's hit debut single, Run Away With Me. From a funky opening bass line, you know you're in for a treat, and once his soulful vocals joins the fray, it's a done deal. Produced by the legendary Stuart Epps, who's worked with the likes of Elton John, Led Zeppelin, George Harrison, to name but a few, it's another piece of pop perfection. And the wonderful Amber May joins me now to tell us all about it. How are you doing, Amber May?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you very much. It's a privilege to speak to you because after your music dropped in my inbox, I thought we need to get you on the show because it sounds absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much. It's a privilege to speak to you too.
Yeah, lovely it is. Now, you were born in High Wycombe in England, but spent your childhood travelling the world due to your father's work. Please, can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so my dad, he was a businessman and he worked with a big American company. So when I was about 1 year old, we moved to California where my little sister was born. And we were there for 4 years, yeah.
My goodness.
And then I actually moved back to England and then spent a few more years before that. Then we moved to Singapore for 3 years and then to Bali for a year, actually, before I came home. So before the age of like 12, I'd already lived in 4 countries. I was so lucky. I was a very traveled child, very cultured.
Yes.
And I fell in love with people around the world.
And which location do you remember most fondly?
That's a difficult one. I really, really loved Bali because it was beautiful, but I wasn't there for that long. That was just the little end of our trip. But Singapore was also amazing because I was homeschooled by my mum.
Right.
And at that time, that's where I got to do a lot of music and singing, and I got my first guitar. So all my fondest music memories really come from that period of time.
And I hear you were educated at the world-famous Green School in Bali. What was it like learning in the outdoors rather than within the 4 walls of a classroom, which is more traditional?
It was so amazing, yeah. I think because we always travelled so much, I struggled with teachers when I was little. They used to shout at me or be mean, or I struggled with the structure of school. I would seem like a naughty kid, but I wasn't. I just wouldn't always agree with what I was being told to do. So then I loved the alternative education my mom started putting me in, and Green School was just amazing because you basically just learn by being in nature, and it was so good for me. I was climbing trees every day. I walked around barefoot for a year, and it was really, really good for me. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's. I think we need something like that in the United Kingdom, but unfortunately, we haven't got the weather for it, have we?
No, exactly. But we could find an equivalent, definitely.
That's right. We could switch things around, couldn't we? We could do like we're schooling through the hot weather and then chill the rest of the time, you know?
Exactly.
But we can't rely on the hot weather here, unfortunately. But not like at the minute, where it's very, very hot in the UK as well. Now, what life lessons did you learn at the Green School?
I think traveling in general, I met a lot of different people, and different people with a lot, people with not a lot. And from very young, I realized that, I don't know, there's so many different people in the world with so many different life stories, and it's so hard to forget about, everything else that's out there. And I think then I came back to England and I was in a bit of culture shock, to be honest, because everyone was talking about YouTube and the trends or whatever, and girls were wearing makeup and rolling their skirts and things, and I'd just been in the jungle in my flip-flops and barefoot for 6 months. So I probably still had mud caked in my hair, and I was a bit of a mess. So I actually didn't get on very well in my first few schools back in England because I was a bit of a jungle freak. But it worked for the better because I ended up kind of sticking with what I'd learned, and really I loved helping people, and I was really good at, because I'd seen so many people, I was good at understanding people and then I realized I was quite empathetic and good at that. And
yeah, total change of scenery coming to the UK, especially with YouTube and everything. They probably aren't going on YouTube over there because they're just enjoying the wonderful life and the lovely weather and the calmness. And, you know, I think everyone needs a bit of that, don't they?
Yeah, nobody had phones or anything. So I was so surprised when everyone had phones in England.
It's amazing story that. I love it. Now, your well-travelled life will have educated you with different music and rhythms and cultures from where you lived. Do you have any of these influences coming into your music?
Definitely, yeah. I think everything that I've experienced over my life has definitely factored into my music, and I always love a bit of all music from around the world, to be honest, as well. So I think I take a bit of everything that I've heard. When we were in different countries, sometimes they use really traditional random instruments that I'll get a bit of inspiration from whenever I'm traveling and things like this. So I think I take a bit from every single thing that I've experienced in my life.
Yeah, there's also, I mean, wherever you go in the world, I mean, obviously I've only seen it on music shows and things, but there's instruments that you may not have ever heard of, and you're going, how do you play that? You know, and they make, you know, different areas of the world make instruments out of different things.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It really is, yeah.
It is. I love the oil drums, actually, you know.
You do? Oh, so
yeah,
do
I like them.
I really like. Maybe I'll put them in one of my songs for you.
Oh, that would be lovely. Yes, that would be lovely. I'd thoroughly enjoy that. Yes, they're nice. You know, they put you in like the nice summer mood, and they're quite. I don't know. They're just lovely. That's all I can say. They're indescribable. They're just, you know, they've just got a beautiful sound of their own, which is wonderful. Now, your instrument.
Probably the saxophone.
The saxophone. Oh, yes, that's a good one. Yeah. I love the saxophone as well. Oh, yes, Kenny G and all the rest of them. Oh, wow. Yeah, love them. Now, your instrument of choice when you were growing up was the guitar, of which you started writing music. How long did it take you to master the instrument and write your first song?
If I'm honest, I probably still haven't mastered it now.
Right.
There's still a lot to learn. I can play guitar, but I'm not insane at it. I just play it enough to write music. And I think I learned a few chords was the first thing I learned, and that was enough for me. As soon as I learned enough, I was writing a song. I learned 4 chords, and that's all I knew. And I wrote about 6 songs with them 4 chords before I had to learn some more chords. And it just came to me straight away, to be honest. It was like I was waiting to do it my whole life.
That's absolutely amazing as well. And you know, is there any other instruments that you picked up as well after the guitar, or have you stuck with the guitar because that's something which really is a good tool for writing music?
Yeah, it really helps. I've done a bit of piano here and there and everything. To be honest, my problem is I like doing everything too much. So I've always had a million hobbies. I've never been able to master one of them because I have so many. So I've tried the drums before. I've tried the recorder before. I've tried my little sister. She's an amazing violinist. So I tried that before.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I bet you that was interesting around the house when your sister was learning the violin.
It is, yeah. Yeah, especially when she was first learning. It was a nightmare.
I bet, yes. But yes, it's great that you've picked up other instruments as well, and maybe they'll come into your songs in the future as well. And maybe your sister on the violin.
I've asked her one day, hopefully.
One day, we never know. Yes, get a word with Stuart in Stuart Epps' ear, and I'm sure he'll welcome her with open arms there. Now, can you remember the first song you ever wrote and how it went?
I do, I think. At the time, it was when I was homeschooled in Singapore.
Right.
And I was always quite sensitive to things in the world, and I got upset when I read about things that would happen. So I got my first iPad, and I had access to the news for the first time, which I hadn't done much before. And I was reading some things that it made me really sad. I must have been about 11, and I actually wrote a song about like, I think it was just about two people who were in obviously a third world country, and it was about them finding their way out and finding their happiness. I remember it was such a, I tried to make it a deep song. It wasn't a very good song, but I loved it. I used to sing it in school to my teachers and things, and
lovely.
It was amazing.
And do you think that song will see the light of day at all in the future?
No. If I'm honest, I don't think so. Not a chance.
Excellent. You could put it as a bonus track on your your album or something, or your next on an EP.
Maybe I'll send you a voice note only, but no, I don't think.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'll let listeners know how it sounded, but I'll not broadcast it. Right. Excellent. That'll be great. Now, today, the success of your debut single, Run Away With Me, has launched you into the limelight with a fabulous video. How was it received by your fans? And also, where was it filmed, as it looks like a very exotic location and features a very big boat?
Yeah. I was actually, when I wrote Run Away With Me and my dad had booked a trip to America, because I obviously used to live there, and my mom and Zara, my sister, were over there. So we were about to go, and Stuart was like, Amber, you can't, you've got a video to do, you've got things to do. Yeah. And I was like, oh, my dad's booked it, I have to go. So we went, and I just did it, to be honest. And then it was afterwards, and we had about a week till the release. And Stuart said, you still need a video. So you got together all the footage of my holiday so far. And I spent all day editing it together and trying to find a way to make it work. And I was like, Dad, please, quickly, stop talking to me. And by the end of the day, we got it, and I sent it through, and Stuart was like, okay, that will do. And it worked out.
It does. It looks really, really good as well. Yes, a nice party you'll have had there on the boat, I bet. Was that the end of filming?
That was actually why we were out there, for my dad's friend's 40th birthday. So I was just lucky because we happened to be on a boat, so it made good footage.
It does. It looks really, really good. Yeah, I love the video. Yeah, it all fits in nice as well. Yeah, I love it, and it fits in with the song. Now, your new single, Love You Right, is out now and features funky bass and brass layered onto a hypnotic rhythm. Because I was hypnotized by it. I was like, I've got to hear that again. Is there a story behind the song?
Not particularly. I think all my lyrics come from obvious experiences in my life, but not specific ones. I think sometimes I'll just think of words and then go off them and then keep going. Like last night, I was trying to sleep and I just couldn't stop writing a song, and it just kept coming to me. And I was like, come on, please hurry up. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Yeah. So I think it's similar. I wrote some of the lyrics to Love You Right on like a piece of paper or a napkin. And then I got home and I was like, okay, let me do something with it. And I did, and I sent it to Stuart, and he loved it. And I used a similar structure to the first single with the bass and the sax, and the same sax player, because he was incredible. His name's Frank Mead. He did a lot of work with Bill Wyman's Rhythm Kinks, and he was amazing. Yeah,
yes, really good. Sounds really good.
And he's done the sax on both of my songs and the harmonica on my third song. So he's incredible.
Oh, excellent. Well, we'll look forward to the third single coming out when we hear that one, especially with the harmonica there. Love the harmonica as well. Have you ever tried to play the harmonica?
I have. It's so difficult. I don't know how people do it.
It is, isn't it? It's I picked it up once and tried to play it. I played a tune once, and it was Last of the Summer Wine, which is, that TV show from the old TV show. And I played it once, and I can now no longer play it anymore. So I don't know what came over me at that moment, but for some reason I was able to go dee 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 dee, and then now I'm useless at it.
That's so funny how that happens. My dad bought me one, but I think he wishes he didn't, because every time I pick it up, it's just noise.
That's right. You can just go doo and then put it down again.
Exactly.
That's enough practice for the day. Yeah, definitely a difficult instrument. There's something certainly that is not like when you can pick up a guitar and you can play it. You know, you may leave it in the corner for a couple of months, but a harmonica, you must have to be on it all the time. Otherwise, you'll totally lose the plot with that one. Now, so the Love You Right single is out now, and the location for the video is a bit of a contrast altogether to your other one there for Runaway With Me. Please, can you tell us about that?
Yeah, of course I can. So that was a funny story. I got back again from traveling a different time. And Stuart said, we need this video, and I knew I needed to get it done. So I messaged my friend who's at uni in London, and she's quite artistic, and we just worked all night on filming it, and it was the same kind of concept, just quick filming it all together, but in London this time, because I wanted to do something closer to home and a bit more England representative.
Yes, and of course.
And it worked out well enough. Yeah.
And what locations did you go to? Because there was one where there's all of the graffiti on the wall, and I think that's a famous area, is it? Where they have this particular graffiti wall which people visit?
Yeah, it's near Whitechapel tube station in London.
Right.
They're quite central. Yeah, and it was amazing. Yeah, there's so much graffiti around there. I really like that area.
Yeah, and it looks lovely in the daylight as well. You have to do one by the graffiti in the daylight.
I will.
Definitely, that'll look great. Yeah, because it does look very good in the in the dusk setting, as it were, as well. It does look good, very well lit.
Thank you.
So for your next video, have you got a location set up for that one, or is it just a case of see where the road takes you? Because obviously, it's a secret, the song.
Yes, it is. Well, I'm not sure, to be honest, but I know Stuart would quite like to for the video, just have me on stage singing for this next one.
That would be good. Excellent.
Exactly. So I think I might follow his idea and let him take control for the next one.
Yeah, that would be really good. Yes, watch this space then, listeners and viewers here. That's going to be a great next song. Yeah, great next single coming soon. Now, do you have any future projects or tours you can tell us about?
I haven't got any fully booked in yet, but I've just uploaded my website. It should be fully out by the end of the week. It's ambermayofficial.com. And then that will have all the updates on everything on there. So then in September, I'm looking to release my next single. There'll be a big showcase gig for that, which I would all welcome to come to.
Excellent.
And then from there, hopefully a lot more.
That would be absolutely excellent. We'll look forward to that one. Now, I've got a question to ask you, which you may not have been expecting. The vinyl revival is here, so I must ask you, have you ever bought a vinyl record? And if so, what record would you put on the record player for me and say, Phil, that's my favourite record?
Oh, that's so difficult. Oh my gosh, I have bought a vinyl record. I have a few. I have an Amy Winehouse record, of course. I have a Beatles record. I've got an old Louis Armstrong record.
Lush.
I have quite a lot actually upstairs, and my sister as well, my little sister. I bought her a record player for Christmas a few years ago. So we kind of just share it. We've got hundreds over between us. I don't know. That's such a hard question. You can't ask a musician to choose one album.
Well, so if you've got an Amy Winehouse LP, then what track would be your favourite off that one? Would you say, Phil, this is my favourite?
My favourite, I really love, I know it's a classic, but I love the slow version of Valerie, the BBC Live in Studio one.
Oh, yes. I love that one as well. Yeah, that's a really good choice there off
and
that album.
I love Some Unholy War. I love all her songs, to be honest. Every single one. I know them all off by heart.
Absolutely excellent, yeah.
Do you have a favourite?
Do I have a what? Well, is it Love is a Losing Game?
Yeah, that's my other one, yeah.
Yeah,
I like playing that on guitar.
That's a beautiful song as well, isn't it? Yes, it's such a true song as well, isn't it? When you hear it, it's like wow, you know, it's really heavy. But yeah, you'll have to definitely record that one. That would be really good.
I would love to.
Yeah,
I would love to.
We'll have to put a word in Stuart Epps, the producer there, and see if he can get that organised for you. But yes, a great choice there for the vinyl revival there. And you're not going to believe this. We've run out of time. So are you all right sticking around just a moment, and we'll have a little bit of a chat afterwards. But it's just been such a privilege having you on the show this week. And I'd like to wish you all the very best with all your music and your third single, which will give a spin on the radio in September. And would you like to come on the show again, or have I frightened you away?
I would love to.
Fabulous.
Absolutely
fabulous. Fabulous. Well, finally, please could you introduce your latest single, Love You Right?
Of course. This is Love You Right by Amber May, me, and I hope you love it.
Fabulous. That's great. Well, stick around, Amber May, where we'll listen to the tune, and all the very best. Take care. We'll speak to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.